Ever since the beginning of Smash Summit back in Melee in 2015, crowdfunded players have been a staple of Summit-style events in Smash. And for some reason, in Smash Ultimate Summit-style events, namely Smash Ultimate Summits 1, 2, 4, 6, and the Throne 2, we keep voting in Pichu players for some reason. And I guess the Lord himself Masahiro Sakurai doesn't like this because he added Pichu as a joke, since no crowdfunded Pichu player has ever taken a set at an Invitational major. Before I mention all the crowdfunded Pichus, I have to explain why I need to make a distinction between crowdfunded Pichus and just Pichus. And that's because the world's greatest gamer Void used to main Pichu and beat several people like Armada, Leffen, Mewtwo King, and Nairo, and took games off of Cosmos and Samsora with Pichu. He was never voted in, instead qualifying from placing high at Genesis 6 and main stage. And so, the story begins with R-Fang getting voted into Ultimate Summit 2. R-Fang gets put into a pool with Mars, Meister, and Samsora, and then gets 3-0'd by all three of them. Then, in the final bracket, R-Fang gets 3-0'd by Nairo and Zackray for last place, going 0-5 in sets. The next Pichu player voted in would be Nakat at Ultimate Summit 4. Nakat is unique compared to all the other Pichus in this video aside from Void because he also plays Sora. But will it help? No! The pool that Nakat was seeded into had MKLeo, Light, and Gluttony, and Nakat lost to all three of them. Final bracket was more of the same since he got 3-0'd by Proto Banham, even losing the one game where he switched off Pichu and onto Sora. Now you may be saying, oh wait, he went 0-4 in sets, not 0-5, this means he broke the curse! But you would be wrong because he also got 1-0'd by Meister in Connect 4. At the final Smash Summit, Ultimate Summit 6, the French Pichu player Natoryu was voted in, which weakened France enough for HBox to take a game off Gluttony. I bet he'd still get washed by Meister in Connect 4 though. Anyways, you know the deal. Natoryu gets put in a pool with Mudace, Riddles, and Spargo, and gets annihilated by all three of them before making it to Championship Sunday, and getting 3-0'd by MKLeo's MK. Like his predecessors, he didn't take any sets in any side events either. That brings us to the present with the Throne 2. A Pichu player from Germany called Dryby gets voted in, and the discourse begins with that one guy on Twitter who always complains about the game. When the event begins, Dryby gets seeded into a pool with Mars, Spargo, and Zackray. Then Dryby beats Mars 3-1 and breaks the 5-year-old curse. Dryby responds to Broken. Broken for some reason brings up Germany in World War II, and then Dryby beats Shattuck in the Gauntlet stage. Now we come to the final singles bracket. Dryby has taken out two top players, including one top 10 player, and is seeded to fight Candle. I wrote the script less than an hour before the final bracket begins for the day, so I guess I'll start with a very meaningful analysis of what will happen to Dryby. The only data point I can find between Dryby and Candle is that they have never fought, so this could go either way. Olimar wins the matchup, but after seeing what Dryby can do, I wouldn't count him out just yet. Now, I'll cut to after the tournament. I hope Leo wins. Dryby got 3-1 by Candle, and Leo is in losers finals against Spargo at the end.